Yes, guys, we are finally back and we finally made it to another Vibrations Friday edition on this here BrBpTV. Be real, be positive television, brothers and sisters. Big up all yourself for definitely tuning into this Vibrations. Round of applause goes out to every single one of you guys. And of course, keep it in mind, hopefully I'll be dropping another one a bit later on today on the Mr. Licks reaction, guys. So definitely tune in for that. That link will be in the first comment in the comment box below, guys. So definitely check that Vibrations out at the end of this here reactions. But welcome to every single one of you guys. Guys, don't forget to do what? Click the like button. I would appreciate that. Click the thumbs up button. And of course, helping the algorithm to push these videos further and further out there. And of course, brothers and sisters, definitely don't forget to subscribe and turn on that post notification if you have not done so. Of course, helping this here channel to grow when you do this. And of course, get notified when I drop my videos right there. Click the bell after you subscribe. And then click all so you're notified when I drop all my videos right there. And then it's about Mr. Licks, guys. And of course, let us get into the Vibrations for today. For which I must make mention of something that took place yesterday, brothers and sisters. Well, not yesterday. The day before, it seems, and there was an individual that came in, brothers and sisters. I hope you guys remember when I actually did the video of this individual, not the video, but I actually helped push this vibration, brothers and sisters, in a previous video of mine, indicating that this individual is about to come to Dominica. Apostle John Chi, his last name sounds Asian. Is he part Asian as well? It could be, I don't know, but John Chi is interesting. But of course, he's coming to Dominica and has come to Dominica actually. And this is, of course, what we're going to be reacting to. Of course, they're going to have some sessions starting at 4 p.m. tonight, brothers and sisters, May 24th. And, of course, to the 25th as well, Friday and Saturday. And, of course, they're going to be in the stadium, brothers and sisters, Windsor Park Sports Stadium right there. Of course, for more information, you can definitely contact these numbers that you've seen right there. But the individual definitely came and there was a bit of a fanfare for him in that regard. Now, brothers and sisters, before I continue to those Vibrations right there, there's so much craziness that is happening in Dominica. One of the things that I definitely stand for is that we need as much help. Brothers and sisters, sometimes when you ask people questions, you tend to wonder if there is some sort of dark shadow across Dominica, and a number of persons who really relate to the energy realm will tell you yes, brothers and sisters. So I think Dominica is definitely in need of the Dominica for Jesus Revival team, of a Dominica for Jesus Revival right there. And of course, the team welcomes none other than Apostle John Chi from Cameroon. So we're gonna be viewing. Seems like there's a lot of flowers and palms and what have you, and individuals, I guess, dressed in the Creole attire. I guess have some sort of ensemble of you know, showcasing the culture of Dominica. And there are gifts and what have you.
And as you saw before, Pastor John Chi and his wife, all the way from Cameroon,
oh, so the wife came
in Dominica.
Okay, it's Pastor Benji. Big up Pastor Benji one time. And there's the Apostle John Chi and his wife. Now, guys, I'm hearing a lot of hooting and hollering. I'm not really sure why that is. Maybe they're excited. Keep in mind, these people that are probably hooting and hollering, they probably know who this guy is. I'm not sure of his work. I'm not sure of what he does. I know he's an apostle and, of course, proclaims the great creator himself, which, of course, I think everybody should have been able to be doing for quite some time right now, because you have life, brothers and sisters. Giving thanks straight up to the Most High is vital and key, a key element in that regard right there. But, of course, I'm not sure. I haven't seen his work. I will be hopefully going to the conference to see and listen and see what's up, to familiarize myself with the individual. But I'm sure Pastor Benji and look, Pastor Randy at the back as well, they would know, they pretty much know him in that regard. I know Pastor Benji for sure, the one in front, definitely knows him in that regard. He's the one who pretty much told me about this thing coming up. So he seems to be very happy about that, which is a good thing. Now, guys, I saw some comments of individuals seeming like they're praising the man. They're not praising the man, no? they're not praising the man, guys. They are happy that the man has arrived. And like I indicated before, brothers and sisters, Dominica needs as much help as possible, brothers and sisters, especially from the spiritual, the real element of life right there. Seems like Dominica calls itself a Christian nation. I don't know if you think it's Christian and Catholicism is the same. It's not the same, brothers and sisters, but we'll leave that there for now. He seems to be a very humble man. I saw a previous video of him and he seems to be a very humble man in that regard right there. So I think the man was pushing the daughter to give the apostle's wife a gift, but I guess there was miscommunication. So did she get it? Well, that's different. I guess it's a gesture of sorts. Okay, let's move on.
Dominica is God's own nation. The Bible says when you enter a house and you are well received, leave a blessing there.
That's
God
true.
bless this great nation.
Relax, hopefully God can bless the nation, because what Dominica getting is all costs. Don't keep in mind, Dominica has its own blessing that it sustains the people, but our leaders are the ones bringing curses upon the nation, it seems. And it's interesting that the very leaders themselves are using what? They're trying to use God. But then again, you know, if you read the great book, brothers and sisters, Satan also did the same thing. He used God as his manifold, you know. If you believe you are this, then do that. Not sure. All right. Let's keep that in mind, brothers and sisters.
Thank you. Bless you.
Thank you. Welcome, Apostle. Welcome.
That's great. Let him go. What does that mean? Let it go. Let go the blessings, I guess. Oh, I frightened. Gus, I think he's scared at there. Tell me, Miss Sarah look like scared from this side, brothers and sisters. Watch that. Not that one. That one. Tell me that don't look like scared. From this side. Anyways. No, for the individuals who probably saw some individuals bowing, he's also bowing. I'm guessing that's a sign of what they are accustomed to. They're like bowing to each other like Chinese tend to bow. I don't, like I said, brothers and sisters, I don't know who this individual is. John Chi, his last name definitely doesn't sound African. Chi, but you know, I'm guessing maybe it's a cultural thing. So
This is a Dominican garment.
I think she's saying that's a Dominican dress, maybe like what she has on. The Creole attire. I saw the video of before when they were putting this stuff on them. Guys, you know what? I'm kind of happy that I'm seeing this here. You know why? Because when there's other people that tend to come to Dominica, especially we have maybe some political, some person involved in some sphere, brothers and sisters, they tend to have a fanfare for them, right? This, I agree with it. I'm very much happy to see that they're doing this. for a man of God apparently. No guys, I said apparently because I don't know who this individual is. But of course, like I indicated before, I want to go to the conference or meet or whatever they have tonight or tomorrow and listen to what he has to say, and then I can make my own thought process on things. I'm just giving to you from a real perspective. I have no idea who this individual is, but I'm sure this individual do know. Okay, Helan too. Okay, we get the Helan too. It's always good to be well received, man. No doubt about it.
God bless you. God bless you.
Who's that? Who's that woman? Guys, I'm not sure who she is. If you guys know, let me know.
And you saw the apostle receiving a Dominican welcome, and he is awaiting his vehicle presently to be on his way. It's part of the reaction here today that it has finally happened.
Who's holding somebody, baby?
Dominica, I expected.
Okay, the baby don't cry. So hey, that's something good. That's something great.
Thank you, thank you. So we meet tonight. Thank you so much.
I like him.
God bless him.
I like him. He seems to be a very humble man. Passing to shake everybody's hand, being grateful, and smiling. Them kind of ways there. I like it.
Thank you, Lord, you are here. Hallelujah.
Thank you, Lord, you are here. Well, let's not get carried away. Let's not get carried away, my girl.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Hallelujah.
Excuse me.
Just blocking me.
Hello. Would you like to tell me how you feel right now? I am excited. Yeah, I am excited. Why am I excited? Breakthrough for Dominica.
Breakthrough, okay.
For Dominica.
Let's hope so.
That is why I'm excited. Apostle John is here, and we are excited. Yes,
Well, that one seems to be very excited. But from what I gathered from my brothers and sisters, it is very clear. I share the same sentiment with her because for some reason or the other, there's something happening in Dominica, brothers and sisters, and we have to question ourselves what exactly is going on. Keep in mind, brothers and sisters, we know for a fact. Well, some of us know things and some of us don't know. Let's just put it that way. That there seems to be some interference with strange beings, so to speak. Especially when it comes down to the heads of our leadership of the Commonwealth of Dominica, brothers and sisters. Especially when you have seen certain things that have never been seen before. For example, there was a red cow passing around Roseau, brothers and sisters. Red cow. Where that cow going, brothers and sisters, I have no idea. Then I did a little research about red cows and what have you, and certain things that is happening as a result of the... Anyways, let's leave that alone. Brothers and sisters, not only that, but I remember when Melissa herself, if I'm not misunderstood, if I did not misunderstood what she was saying, she stated that, I remember she was talking about the is it a bull or some kind of red creature, some statue figure in their house. And she said that she was a bit taken aback at first. And she's wondering, why does her husband have this thing in the house? And then, you know, I guess she became accustomed to it. And then we're hearing stories of persons disappearing. Certain things tend to happen around certain times. And you tend to wonder, why exactly are these things happening? Because it seems like everybody will tell you, anytime there's a holiday in Dominica, something tragic has to happen. Recently, we had Pentecost holidays, brothers and sisters. And 2 fellows lost their lives. Previous before that, brothers and sisters, we had drownings. We had somebody getting all sorts of things were happening, brothers and sisters. I even lost a partner of mine in the sea. Just the other day we lost Elias, brothers and sisters, and just the other day we lost Bo. So there's a number of things. It seems like strange things are happening in Dominica every time around holiday season. Why? Some people are indicating maybe there's sacrifices to this and sacrifices. I myself do not know in that realm, in that regard. But I do know that there's something strange happening in Dominica. And I think that the people's eyes are closed. Now, I remember when election time came around, some time back, election campaign came around, not the last one, the one previously. They brought a man who says he's a man of God as well, brothers and sisters, to be blowing foghorn over people and so forth and so forth. This is why you have to be very mindful and very careful of persons who claim that they are from God, but not necessarily from God at all. Now, I'm not saying that this man is not from God. I'm giving my honest views. I have no clue who this man is. But I know about the one who was blowing horns, brothers and sisters. And it seems like we have to be mindful and careful about certain people, brothers and sisters. You have to be very, very mindful and careful about certain people. So when we hear in certain circumstances, and it seems like a lot of people are looking to other people. This is rather interesting as I saw this interaction with this lady. A lot of people are looking for other men to come in to step in, whereas they should be the one who should pray for the land, brothers and sisters. When the great book speaks about praying for the land, it did not say some special person should come and pray for the land. Don't get me wrong, you know. Sometimes we need as much help as we can get. But brothers and sisters, it just did not indicate that somebody should come from somewhere and come and do things. It said you should pray for the land, brothers and sisters. Sometimes some of us get up. I'm guilty of this too. You know, some of us get up and we don't even chant a psalmist to give the Creator thanks and praises. He could have taken our lives, brothers and sisters. But instead, we just run in our daily lives as if nothing can happen. This is one of the reasons why I always indicate to individuals out there, hey guys, when you get up in the morning, at least try to cover your family and friends with prayers, man. Try to cover them, because you never know. Some things we can control and some things we cannot control. That of which is why I was talking about the revelation equation and the success equation. And look at the great book. There is always something that somebody needed to do before the revelation equation took place. Revelation equation equals prayer and fasting and this kind of things there. Success equation is on the basis of understanding how things work. You do not say you want to build a house and think you can just pray and then bow, a house is going to jump here. Sometimes you may not know how this house is going to be there. You pray and chant, but you go there to look forward to start the success equation, brothers and sisters. So it's in need of both. We must understand how things work to understand where we can go. A lot of people tend to rely on other people to do things, just like the bus drivers, brothers and sisters. I never understood this. Now, this is another thing that I'm thinking as well. Bus drivers protesting for betterment. And the bus drivers are protesting against the same bus drivers protesting for betterment. Don't you think something is wrong with the bus drivers who are protesting against the bus drivers? Something is wrong, brothers and sisters. Because the bus drivers protesting, the bus drivers protesting against the bus drivers, brothers and sisters. They are the ones trying to prevent the bus drivers from getting better for all of them. And I think something is wrong with the human mind, or there's some sort of spiritual darkness that has forced people's eyes to be closed, even though they are aware. A number of persons, I used to believe that, it's interesting. I used to say, but people's eyes are closed and they just need somebody to tell them so they can wake up. No, brothers and sisters, people's eyes are no longer closed. They are fully open. Just like when a blind man's watching you, brothers and sisters, and you think that blind man is watching you, he is fully awake, but he cannot see you because there is something hindering his eyes from seeing. And this is why I stand with what is happening there today, brothers and sisters. Not today. Well, it's happening around 4 p.m. Starting 4 p.m. today, brothers and sisters. This is why I'm happy and excited, because maybe there might be some sort of breakthrough that will take place. Because sometimes, brothers and sisters, it's not the physical thing that we should be worried about. Many times you go out there and you say, boy, look at this. Brothers and sisters, keep in mind, and I mentioned the physical thing. You know why? Because the reason why I mentioned the physical thing is sometimes you hear, you see, you taste, you use your senses to understand. And there's the element of thought that apparently a lot of people don't seem to have. But the element of thought is vital. You know why? Because even though people are listening and hearing, the thought process might not comprehend. But those who actually comprehend, brothers and sisters, they understand what you're saying. They agree with what you're saying. Yet still, they will still tell you, they'll go back and put the same thing that they have odds with. I'll never forget the DJ that was crying on camera. My goodness. The man crying on camera, saying how things are bad for him. And he fear the worst for people who are worse off than him. And he say he cannot understand. Yet still, he will say within his same video that he has made that he will support the very thing that has caused the very people that he's crying for to suffer. Imagine that. Don't you think, brothers and sisters, this is a physical part of what we're talking about, the physical part where he understands what is going on. Yet still, he will still come back and say he will support the very thing that is oppressing the people that is crying for. There must be some sort of spiritual darkness why people cannot seem to open their eyes. And I still try my best to give people the shadow of the doubt, because I've spoken to people in Portsmouth and they agree with me. A man met me the other day telling me, boy, Mr. Leaks, but what you saying, I agree everything. I give you your video thumbs up, but if scared have to have election, no, I will vote them again. Because of the little things that he's getting to benefit from. I told him, if there was another person in power, and as a result of the other person in power, the economy is doing much better, you will be doing much better off. But apparently he agrees with me, but still maintains the sentiment that as of present he doesn't know what he can have in the future. I tell him, within the economy, a better economy will produce better outcomes. When you look at businesses, brothers and sisters, the success equation of all life. To understand business, you must understand certain criteria that of which business can then strive. One of which is spending power. Brothers and sisters, when people don't have spending power, you know what they tend to do? They try to find alternatives. If I cannot go and change my light bulb and pay money to help a business that is changing light bulbs, I will try to do it my own. Go and find the necessary stuff. Go through the hours that it'll have to take for me to learn how to do it myself, and refuse to help this business. And then this business doesn't understand why they are not profiting or making anything or barely making it, brothers and sisters. A lady in a shop told me that she used to do very well. Mr. Leaks, boy. The lady watched me and said, boy, Mr. Leaks, boy, I don't know how you're doing it. You taking blows for us, Mr. Leaks. That's what she told me. She used to be a supporter of the Labour Party team back in the day. When she was at what was happening, she's like, She told me, Mr. Leaks, boy, what you saying, I agree with everything you saying. And I remember our fall. Right now, I used to do different things and try to give different things to schools and what have you. I cannot do that again because I am barely making it, Mr. Leaks. If I save $5 for the month, I thank God for that. That she tell me, if she saved $5, because most of the things that she's getting, brothers and sisters, is to survive. Humankind is living on the basis of survival, and they still don't understand why. This is why I think there's something wrong, brothers and sisters. We oftentimes look at the physical component of man, not realize the most important part is the spiritual component of man, brothers and sisters. If you think I lie, we have science to prove that. Not true. Well, let me bring it to science, brothers and sisters. If you think it's joke I'm making, the spiritual part of human beings is the energy realm. The energy realm, aka the spiritual realm. That is the part you cannot see. If you look at the atom, brothers and sisters, the atom is made up of 99% energy and only 0.00001% physical. The atoms make up the cells, brothers and sisters. The cells make up the organs. Organs make up who we are. This thing that you see in there is only but 0.001% of the physical component of who I actually am. The rest is the energy realm, brothers and sisters. This is why sometimes a number of persons might say, but Mr. Lex boy, I just thought of you, and Bao, look, I seen you there. A little girl just told me that the other day. She was with her family members and thing, and say, Mr. Lex, did I make a vlog of that? No, I think I posted it on WhatsApp. I went somewhere with some friends and family of mine, and we were chilling, and this little girl said, but Mr. Lex, I just thought of you there, and the parents of the little girl were there, and they decided to come and take pictures with me and what have you. Tell me she just thought of me. Tell her parents, and then look, Mr. Lex there. She didn't see when I come in. She didn't see none of that stuff. We were leaving when the parents told me that, brothers and sisters, there's some part of us where you can think, boy, I think of somebody, and bow, that person does come. That is the connection that we have that a lot of humans don't seem to pay attention to. How can you just be thinking of somebody, bow, and that person just appears in front of you? Where does that connection come from, brothers and sisters? But a lot of people are focused on the physical, trivial part of human existence and don't seem to understand the spiritual component of man. This is why I'm kind of happy this individual is here. Like I indicated before, I don't know who he is or what he's about. I'll go and listen to what he has to say. I might end up making a vlog and see how that goes in that regard, brothers and sisters, because that's something that is actually taking place in Dominica for sure. But on these individual in themselves, I don't know who they are. But brothers and sisters, we need as much help as possible. For them, one of the things that I know, you see, birds of a feather flock together. Most of the individuals I know either helped him get in or are associated about him. That's who I can trust on the basis of who this individual is. So I definitely want to see what he has to say in that regard. And of course, it's at 4 o'clock today. And of course, let's see what else is there. Let's go. But where I see all this excitement, brothers and sisters, I understand that we're excited and hoping that this guy brings something in. But brothers and sisters, sometimes you need to look beyond these people and do it ourselves, brothers and sisters. God didn't call the greatest of men, you know that. The Creator didn't call the greatest of men to come. In fact, when I look at the creators and the people that he selected weak people. He used people's weakness to make them strong. So maybe that's what he did for this individual right there. I'm not sure. I can think of myself, brothers and sisters. I used to be shy. Shy back in the day, people. When I tell people I used to be shy, I say, you? Guys, I remember the first time I pick up camera, brothers and sisters. What? Mes amis. Pull up in front of the camera and say, hey guys, welcome to BrBpTV. I'm your boy, Mr. Lex. And that was it. I don't know what on earth to say. No, today somebody telling me they want to take piece of my talent. What is my talent? They say talking. Guys, I can talk with. Look, I talk. You think I could do that back in the day? And now thousands of people across the world are listening and watching to me. Mr. Lex, hey, this, Mr. Lex, that, hey, Mr. Lex, react to this, react to that. It's interesting when you used to look at people back in the day and look up to the very people who are now looking up to you. Say, Mr. Lex, I love your work. Mr. Lex, here's a contribution. Mr. Lex, this, Mr. Lex, that. Never in my wildest dreams could I ever far less for the President of the United States to pick me up, man. Brothers and sisters, sometimes you need to look within and push out. So God doesn't look for the best of men. He looks at man's weakness while men look at men's strength to see how they can get from you. The Creator uses your weaknesses to make you his foot soldier. See it?
Well, witness to Apostle John Chi.
I would have asked him where he get that last name.
Who made his first entrance ever into the Commonwealth of Dominica, and he is going to be ministering in 2 days of revival services. And they will be on Thursday and Friday and Saturday. I'm sorry, they will be held on Friday and Saturday this week at the Windsor Park Sports Stadium. We'll spread the word. Do tell everybody that the revival services will be on. I'm looking for some more persons. Good evening. And how are you all doing? And Pastor, would you just like to give us a bit of reaction?
Well, that's another pastor.
Reaction? I am excited for John Chi coming to Dominica.
Why? I would ask him why. Is that what she's gonna ask?
That's why you are?
Beautiful.
Because I've been with John Chi, following John Chi for decades, more than 10 years, and I've seen what this man have done across Africa and everywhere he travels, and I believe just him coming to Dominica is a blessing for our nation, and I give God thanks for that.
But a blessing in what terms? I mean,
because some people who have been bound in terms of confined to a wheelchair, confined to a bed,
so
and so on and so forth, I believe God for miracles, signs, and wonders, and I believe the blessing of the Lord will come upon the land itself. Just by He touching the land, the nation will be blessed.
But can you tell us why do you think he has such
power?
Why do you expect such results from him?
Because it's natural everywhere he goes that follows him. He's one of the general of the Lord.
Okay, and we have seen in times past so many of these apostles and so on have been disproved and so on with the things that you're doing. Can you say anything in relation to that?
Disproved? No, not with John Chi. You see, when you do the work of the Lord, many times people will criticize you, but a lot of the criticism.
But it's not necessarily criticism, though. I wish they probably told me, but anyways, but it's not necessarily criticism. So a lot of them have been disproven. Not all, but a good amount of them have been disproven, because it seems like a number of them are saying you need to give an offering, or you need to go online and buy this cloth. And I'm not gonna be a hypocrite in that regard and think that, hey, everybody. I have seen miracles in front of me, no doubt about it, from certain people. They are not as big as certain people I see on TV, but the people I see on TV, no doubt about it, brothers and sisters, I can tell you some of them are really, you know. And when one is talking about, oh, I need I don't want to be amongst these people, somebody from God doesn't travel amongst normal people. What? Jesus washed man's feet and need to come and say these things. So, and don't get me wrong, there are a lot of false individuals out there, but there are also those who are actually from the Creator Himself. So when she asks, how do you align with, since a number of these apostles or this number of people that we see on TV has been disproven, how then can you then say? But he says, based on the evidence, I guess, since he has been following him, I guess based on that. So
sometimes they are baseless. They cannot be proven, and that is it. Some people just run with what they say, but most of those things cannot be proven. This guy have been serving TB Joshua for many years. Even before TB Joshua passed, TB Joshua released him to go and do a work in Cameroon, and he has been doing a wonderful work there. He started when just under a tent, and that thing has grown into a big ministry, just like TB Joshua ministry in Nigeria.
Okay, and so we are looking forward on Friday and Saturday from 4 p.m. at the Windsor Park Sports Stadium.
Yes.
We are looking forward for Dominicans to come out and experience.
Numbers. Yes, the power of God, like we have never seen it. We only saw it on TV, but now we can see it live.
We're looking forward to that, eh? Yes.
And one more question. In terms of, can I say, is it fair for me to say that he's a man, say, just like you? Is it fair for me to say that?
Yeah, he's an ordinary person just like me.
Oh.
But there are chosen vessels of the Lord. And the Bible tells us that God gives grace, certain measures of grace to different people. So he has a level of grace that the Lord has given him, and through that he can minister to a lot of nations.
Well, on the thought process on that, I kind of agree with him on that, but I think God gives grace to all those who seek it. You know, once you seek it, you will find it, brothers and sisters. If you seek, you shall find. True or false? So I think that is indeed the case. I think what he should have stated is that God gives certain people certain skills and abilities. One of which I used to, ponder with a while, when I was younger. I used to like, but then let me not say much in that regard. Let's just say there's evidence to counteract what I used to believe back in the day. That is all I can say for now, brothers and sisters. So I think you should have said God gives certain people certain skills and abilities and certain talents, in that regard, and maybe he has anointed to have certain skills and abilities and talents, both physical and spiritual as well. There's both the physical gifts and the spiritual gifts as well. If you want to operate only on physical, that's your business. You are only operating on 0.001% of who you actually are, and I think that is very stupid of humans to think that is all that exists. We wonder why certain things, brothers and sisters, and this will end. We wonder why certain things, brothers and sisters. Africa is one of the most spiritual places on planet Earth, and the civilization of Mama Africa started in the northern part of Africa, region. They say the middle of the world, whatever, blah blah blah. And there are certain things that they used to do back in the day, brothers and sisters, since man started more focusing on the physical component, then they lose the spiritual aspect of it. So one man want to push, if I not seen it, I not believe in. That is a very foolish part, because brothers and sisters, we are spiritual beings as well. And if you are spiritual beings, don't you think you have the element that of which you have the same for the physical? Especially since your spiritual component is far more vast. This physical thing, some people put all kind of painting and all kind of thing to make it look nice. It must go back in the grave. It must go back to earth. But you will still exist, brothers and sisters. That soul part of you still exists. So the more persons might not believe it, that is your business. Go and look to the atom and it will prove me correct. You see, I tend to go deep, when it comes on to these kind of things there, brothers and sisters. Not somebody else that tell me certain things. And no. Go to look to the atom, brothers and sisters. The simplest of things will teach you the most complex things. Go to the atom. I say the simplest of things. The minute, the atom is simple, but still very highly complex structure right there. Look at Mother Nature and the sequences and all the earth flows and anyways, brothers and sisters, hopefully you guys get the point, and hopefully you guys turn up tonight and tomorrow for this event right there at the Windsor Park Sports Stadium to see what this guy is about. Let's see who he actually is in that regard right there. It's about Mr. Licks. Once again, guys, tune in hopefully for the next one a bit later on today. It is about Mr. Licks on this here BrBpTV. Be real. What are your thoughts, guys? Leave your thoughts in the comment box below. Be real, brothers and sisters. Be positive.